So last night I was thinking, I need a new type of challenge for myself. I've done a lot of hard customs and restorations, but I've never really done a restoration on a failed custom before. So I hit up my boy British to see if he has anything for me. He says it's a perfect project. We're gonna see what's up and head over to his factory right now. Let's go. Alright, we made it to the lab. We got all these cool sewing machines. This place is heaven. British, what's up, dude?
What's up, Vic?
What you got going on, man?
Working on some Dragon Ball Z customs.
Always cooking up something.
Got to.
Vegeta's over there. I see that.
Go Tanks.
Go Tanks. There you go.
Go Tanks.
Dude, gotta say, I love your new setup, man. This is sick.
Yeah, it's cool. It's getting there. Putting it together, you know.
I feel that, man. So, you know why I'm here, right?
Yes, I do.
Where is it at? Jordan's, huh?
Nope.
Jeez, dude. Are these ATMOS Air Max ones?
Yep.
I didn't know that they came with blue turquoise elephant print.
They didn't.
I don't remember it having gray on the toe box.
It didn't.
I don't remember there being white on the swooshes either.
Yeah, about that.
Dude, what happened with these?
I was painting that mural at guest list and
Spilled some paint?
Spilled some paint.
Yeah, I hate that, man.
Decided to customize them and I just want the ATMOS back.
Especially because these go for a lot of money nowadays.
They do.
Well, we'll see what I can do, man. These are definitely going to be a challenge. I'm kind of regretting even hitting you up now.
No, you gotta save me.
Alright, well, let's do it. Alright guys, we are back in the studio. I have taken on the challenge to take care of these Air Max 1 ATMOS restoration. This is going to be one of the trickiest jobs I have done by far. There's paint literally everywhere. The toe boxes are bad. The elephant print is ruined. Same thing with the swooshes. There's paint all around those areas. This is going to be a really tricky one, you guys, and it's going to require a lot of finessing. So without further ado, let's just get it started. This video is powered by Sneaker Knockers. If you don't know who Sneaker Knockers is, they're your one-stop shop to help you with the newest and most exclusive shoes. For $40 a month, Sneaker Knockers will provide you with the great perks. Sneaker Knockers provides top-of-the-line communication featuring restock links, release notifications, and add-to-cart services. On top of all those great features, Sneaker Knockers has taken the extra step by featuring a VIP interactive Discord channel. With worldwide members and shipping, this is the place to be. If you're tired of L's on sneakers, visit the Sneaker Knockers website and follow them on Instagram at Sneaker Knockers LLC. And now, let's get back to this challenge. The first thing we gotta do is put this shoe to the side for before and after purposes. Next, for this shoe, we are gonna be cleaning it. I wanna get this shoe as clean as possible before I do any painting. I'm gonna try to wash some of the color out of the elephant print. The suede is super dirty and dingy. The insides are completely disgusting. So we will be using our signature shoe cleaning kit to get this shoe fully cleaned up before we get started with the restoration process. For this cleaning, we're gonna be using a shoe tree, all 3 brushes, our soft, our medium, and our stiff, our 4-ounce bottle of solution, a little bit of water, a laundry bag, our towel, and a cleaning mat. The first thing we're gonna do is take out our insole. These shoes do not come with any laces, so we don't have to worry about that. And insert our Reshoevn8r shoe tree. Shoe tree's in place, we got our insole out as well. Now we're gonna squirt 2 squirts of our solution inside our bowl of water. We're almost ready to go with this cleaning. Before I do that, I'm gonna grab our soft bristle brush, grab our shoe. On the suede, there's a lot of surface dust sitting on top of it. I don't wanna push that stuff into the material, so I'm gonna brush that off before we start using our solution and water. Now let's get started with the cleaning. With a soft bristle brush, once again, we're gonna dunk it in our solution and start hammering the uppers to get rid of all that grime and dirt in the suede. Uppers are looking good, you guys. We're gonna take out our shoe tree now and focus on the insides with the soft bristle brush still. Cleaning process is looking alright, you guys. As you can see, the black suede is looking great, but the rest of the shoe, the paint is still on there. Part of me kind of wished that the blue turquoise is gonna wash out during the cleaning process. That did not happen at all. We're gonna continue the cleaning process using the medium bristle brush. We'll use this brush all around the midsoles. We're gonna do some more scrubbing on the uppers to get the shoe as clean as possible. Almost done with the cleaning, you guys. The last step we gotta do is take care of these soles. These soles are gonna be super easy. They're all black, but we still gotta go over it before we put the shoe inside the washing machine. We'll be using our stiff bristle brush. Alright guys, all done with the pre-treatment on this ATMOS Air Max 1. The last step we gotta do is take care of this insole. We'll be using our soft bristle brush to do so. Alright, finally, all done with the cleaning. Let's grab our laundry bag, our Vick Air Max 1, our Vick insole, our amazing detergent pods. Let's go to the washer. All right guys, we are back from the washing machine. The shoe is fully dried and ready to clean. Check them out. Boom. Shoe's all clean, ready to go. We got a clean base to work with thanks to our signature shoe cleaning kit. Of course, the shoe is still covered in paint. There's a lot of turquoise paint all over the elephant print. We got a little bit of white paint all over the swooshes, paint on the midsoles, paint on the toe box. All of that, or the majority of that, needs to come off. So for this step, we'll be using some acetone and cotton balls, a lot of it, to get most of this stuff off before we start painting. We still need a lot of work to go with the prep work, but here's where we're at. A lot of that blue turquoise paint is still on the elephant print. It is what it is, that's okay. Right now I'm focused on these swooshes. We had a lot of white paint all around the edges, as you can see on this shoe. I got a little carried away with the acetone and cotton balls. I got acetone on the suede. It's not a big deal because I am gonna re-dye it, but I do wanna be very careful and not rush this process. So for this step, I'm busting out the Q-tips and carefully and patiently removing all this paint off with acetone and cotton balls still. I just realized I'm missing my hat and I can't find it anywhere. Anyway, prep work's complete on the shoe, you guys. This took a really long time. I got the toe box down to a better leather, as you can see. All that paint is completely off. Same thing with the swooshes on both sides. Super tedious work. With acetone, very gently, I was also able to remove some of the paint that was all over the suede. This shoe is looking good, you guys. We're gonna get it ready for the paint job. All done doing a lot of taping. I pretty much taped off everything but the toe box and the midsole. Everything's good to go. Let's lay down our paint. We'll be using Jacquard white paint with my airbrush. We're making some progress, guys. As you can see, the shoe is starting to come back. We got the white back on the toe box. The white midsoles look great. The white just pops on the shoe. Now we're gonna focus on the black suede. Once again, we're gonna do some more taping. Once we're done with the taping, we're gonna lay down our black suede dye. P.S. I still haven't found my hat. Good news, you guys, I found my hat, and while I was at it, I got me a fresh haircut. Shout out to the proper cut. Back to the shoe. We got it all taped up. Let's lay down our dye. For this step, we'll be using Jacquard Dynaflow. Highly recommend this stuff. This works awesome. We'll be laying it down with my airbrush. Suede re-dye is complete. Check this out. I'm super happy on how this is looking. As a whole, it's looking a lot better than what it originally was. We're almost there with this restoration, you guys. The next thing we're gonna move on to is the elephant print. The elephant print is probably the worst part on this custom. I don't know the original color because on both shoes it is turquoise. So I went ahead and went back there to Many Worlds. Yeah, I have a whole store back there. I went ahead and grabbed a white cement Air Jordan 3 because this contains elephant print. It has the original color that this shoe requires. I'm gonna do my best to mix the gray to match this color. Once it's good to go, we'll apply it to this shoe. Color is good to go. That was honestly a lot easier than I expected. I only used 3 colors: Angelus White, Angelus Putty, Angelus Dark Bone, and of course, Angelus Stoller. This is to bring down the shine. This is required to make it look as factory as possible. Before we start laying down our paint, we're gonna do 2 things. We're gonna tape around both swooshes on both shoes and around both air units. The swooshes are a little bit dull. We're gonna use some Krylon Crystal Clear to bring back the shine. For the air units, same exact thing. They are pretty foggy. At some point, some acetone got on those areas and it made it look really dull and flat. We're gonna bring back the shine using this stuff right now. Tape job is good to go. Let's bring the shine back to the air units and the swooshes with some Crystal Clear outside. This restoration is looking great, you guys. Check out the checks on both sides. They're back to its original glossy look. Same thing with the air units. We're looking good, you guys. The next thing we're gonna do is move on to the hardest part of this whole restoration. I kind of saved it for last, the elephant print. The elephant print is toast on this shoe. We gotta repaint it. We gotta get rid of this turquoise look. I already went ahead and pre-mixed the gray paint. Pretty much what I'm gonna do, using an angular brush, I'm gonna just go over the entire elephant print until all the turquoise is fully covered up. This by far is gonna be the most time consuming and tedious part of this whole restoration. We do not wanna get any paint on the suede or the sock liners, pretty much anywhere else but the elephant print, because we wanna make this restoration look as factory as possible. All right, guys, finally, we got all the gray paint laid down. All that turquoise is fully covered up. I'm liking how it's looking. The color is as close as it's gonna get to the original. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is work on the elephant print. The elephant print, originally my game plan was to lay it down using a paintbrush. That's gonna take way too long and it won't come out as crispy. It's very easy to mess up elephant print. If you don't do it right, it'll look just a bunch of sticks or branches kind of laying around each other. I don't want to mess up this project, so the only thing I can do is lay down a stencil instead. The only problem with that is the original lines of the elephant print might show. I'm hoping once I lay down the stencil, it'll cover a lot of that stuff up. In my opinion though, the stencil will look a lot better than just hand painting this part, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Let's do it. For this step, we'll be using the Cricut to print out the elephant print. Good to go with the stencils, you guys. This took a long time to cut out. I hate doing elephant print just because it's very tedious to lay down and remove, but it comes out crispy every single time. We're gonna cut these into different pieces, lay it down all over the shoe so we can lay down our black paint. All right, elephant print stencil is laid down. This always takes a long time. You see all those little pieces. You gotta take your time if you're ever laying down elephant print on a shoe. Be precise, take your time, it'll all work out, I promise. The next step we're gonna do is lay down our black paint through the airbrush. All right, guys, black is laid down. The next step we gotta do is remove each little stencil. This part is gonna take forever. Once it's all off, we're gonna see how well the elephant print turned out. I apologize, you guys, I'm losing my voice, but I'm gonna try to do this outro as crispy as possible. I asked for a challenge, I got a challenge. These shoes were super tough and time consuming. Literally the entire shoe had to be redone. The first step I did was brought the shoe back to life using Reshoevn8r products to give the shoe a proper deep clean inside and out. Once that was done, we did a lot of prep work. This entire shoe had a lot of paint caked all around, the swooshes, the toe box, the midsoles, and the elephant print. I spent a lot of time removing all the paint off the shoe, you guys. Once that was good to go, we repainted the midsoles white, the toe box is back to white as well. We dyed the suede entirely, then we focused on the elephant print. The elephant print was by far the hardest part of this restoration. We had to go in and repaint the entire thing gray without getting any paint anywhere else on the shoe. Then we laid down a tricky stencil all around. Laying down elephant print is so hard, we had to break it down to 4 different pieces. Once it was all laid down, we laid down the black paint and it was good to go. Again, you guys, this was definitely a challenge, but I'm super happy with how this shoe turned out. The crappy thing about this restoration, I still gotta do the second shoe, but that's a problem for 2025 Vick. Now let's get into the giveaway. In honor of Air Max month, we are giving away an undefeated pack. This pack features 2 different sneakers, including the undefeated Air Max 97 Militia Green and the undefeated Air Max 97 Black Volt. Last day to enter is on March 25th, when it will be announced on March 26th on Air Max Day. To enter, follow these 3 things. Subscribe to Reshoevn8r YouTube page, follow Sneaker Knockers on Instagram, and comment down below what your favorite Air Max model is of all time. That's gonna be it for today's restoration, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys next Monday. Peace out.